Okay, so we are running. Cool. So what brings you to Omegle tonight?
I don't know. I'm just here to talk, really.
What would you like to talk to people about or to me about?
I don't know. I really have not seen people that have the same hobbies as me.
What are your hobbies?
Art, gardening, witchcraft sometimes.
Like, are you Wicca?
Hmm.
Did you? I've met one guy on here who was Wicca, and I don't think he's considers himself a warlock. Um, but he was really very into it. Could you kind of tell us like what is it about Wicca that interests you?
I don't know. I'm really like naturey. Like I live in a beautiful state. It's wonderful here. It's nature. I love it here.
Hmm.
Just go outside, collect things, and like make stuff. And most of the time, it like really works. And it's just like a cleansing happiness thing.
Hmm. Do you come? Have you ever lived in like a big city or somewhere that was outside of nature?
Yeah, I have. There was like one time where I used to live in like a really big city, and I literally felt so sad because like there was no trees, no nothing, nowhere
Hmm.
I could really go. Like really,
Hmm. Did you make that change pretty recently?
actually, yeah, like 6 months ago.
Wow. And so what has it been like? What have been some discoveries that you've made about
I didn't really like gardening before, but now I'm like super into it. Like I go to Home Depot once a
it?
week to get a new plant.
That's great. What have you been planting or been taking care
Recently,
of?
recently I got dill, I got aloe vera,
Mm,
I got two cactuses.
wow.
So now my collection is growing.
That's great. Yeah, I used to live in I used to live in like a suburb, and then another suburb, and then eventually I lived in New York for a while. And But I was able to get out to California for a few months in the mountains, and it changed my life.
Yeah, mountains are wonderful. They're great.
Uh, so what are some of your dreams? What are some things that you really would love to do?
I don't know, but I really want to live somewhere where I can like I don't know. I don't really like big cities or stuff like that, but I want to live somewhere rural, like in a mountain or next to a lake. Except there's no jobs there,
Hmm.
so like it's really hard.
It's like trying to find the balance of like your like intellectual interests, right, that kind of keep your mind buzzing, but also having the calmness of nature, right?
That's yeah, exactly like that. Except it's so hard to find like a good place to live with nature and lakes and birds and trees and everything that's like nice and beautiful, and having like a good stable job.
How do your parents find a way about it?
I don't know. My parents work from home, so
Hmm.
they would just work at home, and I go outside and do stuff. So it's great.
Are you
That's,
like it? Are you in like remote school right now? Is that what's going on?
yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Has have a lot of things changed for you since COVID?
Definitely.
Do you have any stories that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I guess there's one. As you can see, I look very not basic or normal, I would say. In the beginning of quarantine, I was like, there wasn't people there to tell me, hey, you look bad, or hey, you don't dress very nice. Like, you could just really be who you want to be with
Hmm.
if there's like no one there to judge you.
Hmm.
So that's great. Like my hair used to be up to here, and now it's really short.
What made you want to cut your hair short?
I literally have been seeing so many like gorgeous women online and stuff like that that have short hairstyles, and I've always wanted one, except I never really thought it would look good on me. And I finally got this haircut, and I was like, wow, great decision.
You feel like you look like you with it?
Exactly.
Yeah, totally. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, for so many years, like I kept short hair, and these past few years, I've been growing my hair out long, and I just feel it. Just I look like how I envision myself. I feel like more myself with the long hair. It's crazy what that does, you know.
It's wonderful.
I also have to compliment you on your earrings. I love the aliens.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very fun. So usually with people that I have on here, I ask people like these pre-written questions that I have if I could find them. Where the heck is it? I cannot believe I don't know where these are. They're always by my side, and I don't know where they are right now. Um, wow, I'm so unorganized. Embarrassing. No, I think they're right beneath my journal. Shoot, no, they're not. Okay. Okay, so usually I ask people random questions. I will ask you some questions off the top of my head right now, since
Okay.
I'm not here.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the kindest thing someone has done for you?
That's a tough question. There is one thing I remember, and it was like I feel like anybody can do this, except not many people do it because I just don't know why. But somebody that you can, like, there was a girl that I used to know before I moved, and she was like the sweetest thing ever. Like, she was cool and nice, except when, like, you actually showed like your emotions, she was so understanding. Like, I could do anything to myself, and she would be there listening to every single word I said, which is
Hmm.
great.
So you think that one of the kindest things someone has done for you is just been there for you?
Exactly. I feel like it's hard for people to do that sometimes.
It's very hard for many people to do that. It's hard to do that as a person,
Yeah, sometimes.
you know? Because there's like our society, our culture is so judgmental and invests so much in labels, right? That
Exactly.
right? Those things like disconnect us from each other.
Yep,
Yeah. All right,
definitely.
you're wise. You are wise. Okay, I found the questions. They were literally behind my computer. Could you
Good
type
finding.
could you type out two numbers between 1 and 48 and I'll ask you two more questions on here.
Uh huh. 3,
Mm. Mm. Cool. Two good ones. Okay, number 3. This one is intense. They're all intense. Um,
okay.
what do you fear most about dying?
I feel this is another hard question, except I think I already have my answer.
Mm.
Okay. When you die, I feel like so many people grieve you, and I fear that people won't grieve me because there's no one there to grieve me. Like, you don't know what's going to happen in the future. There might be no one there to plan your funeral or be with you when you die. And that's like horrible to think about.
Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Yeah. Being forgotten in a way or not having anyone there even. Yeah. Yeah, that's like that. Have you seen that movie Coco?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of something similar to,
That's
you know,
it's a children's movie, except it's so realistic.
yeah, so many kind of like deep truths seated in that, you know? Yeah, it's a great one.
Definitely.
Hmm. Are there any other kind of thoughts or things that have popped up in your mind since we've been talking that you'd be interested in talking about, or?
I don't know, but this one thing. You are a good therapist.
I'm an actor, actually, which is funny. Well, I care, like when you were saying that that some of the one of the kindest things that a person can do is just be there for a person. Like I completely agree with that. Um, and this is a space that is here for people to just hang out with each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, you ready for that last question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, I'll let you switch this one if you don't feel like you could answer it well, or as if you would like. But obviously, answer if you would like to. We could even do one more after this if you want. Okay, question. What is the most intense love you've ever felt, and share a story about it?
It's okay. This one is not romantic love. This is like friendship love. Because I feel like friendship love is stronger than romantic love, personally. Because you're not like attracted to the person of their looks, you're attracted to how like their personality is. Very
I
important.
I feel you.
Again, about the girl that was always there for me, she was like, there's this one time where there was like a girl being so mean, like horrible, doing horrible stuff, like, accusing me of things, everything. She was like, it was the middle of the day of school, and I was walking down the hallway, and she was there. My friend, that was nice, not the mean girl. And I just felt so horrible that day. Like, so many things are going bad. Bad day in math. Girl was still being really mean, obviously. And I just kind of didn't feel like it. So she asked me if I was okay, and I couldn't say yes. So I said no, and she was just there, and I just started crying, and she was just there holding me. Sweetest thing anybody could ever do. It made me feel so good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, you are a kind one. You are a kind one.
Thank you.
So, when I first, the first thing that you said to me when we came on here was that you really don't like this website.
Yes.
What, why? What happened?
I feel obviously every single time I click off of a great person that I just talked to, inappropriate things. I hate it. I always feel like covering my eyes because I do not want to see that. I want to be here for good people.
Mm.
But this website's pretty toxic. Like a few like chats ago or videos ago, there was this one person that was just like, leave, get off. And I'm like, get off the chat? Well, why are you here with me? You could just get off the website. And he just, I don't know, people here are toxic most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I have so many like theories about why people come on here. I think that everyone is just I think all humans want connection, right? And the people who come on here try to find connection in very different, um, often socially inappropriate ways, and they don't really know how else to do it. And um, I'm not saying you know, that what people do or say on here is justified in any way, but I think that people are just desperate to connect, desperate, and yeah, it's weird how it manifests itself, right? Like people, I also think that people are angry and that like they think that they can come on here and dump their anger out onto someone like you and think that
Yeah.
it doesn't affect anything, right?
Yeah, they're just like over here and they're like angry and whatever, they're feeling upset and they come on here and just spill it on everybody. That's like such a horrible thing to do. Like worst thing you could do probably.
Yeah, it's toxic. It is toxic. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, so for these, do you want to do one more question? It's fun talking to you.
Yeah, sure.
One more number between 1 and 48.
Okay.
31. Oh, this is a good one. What are you looking forward to next?
I don't know. Whatever comes next. Like I feel like the world has something planned for you and it just wants to wait to see how you react to it to plan the next thing. So I feel like something is waiting for me. I'm just gonna let it come to me if it's bad or good. Just let it happen. It's all like the cycle of bad things don't happen for no reason. Like there's something the world or somebody wants to teach you that you just like get better out of life from experiences like that.
Mm.
So yeah, whatever comes next is what comes next, and I'm ready for it.
I have to say, like talking to you, different people bring up different things for, you know, um, and I'm getting emotional talking to you, because I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I think that the world has hope because of people like you.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
Yeah, and you can go back on the channel and see that I don't really say that about. I don't really say that to many people. I don't think. But I just wanted to share that with you. And yeah, so before we go, are there any last kind of thoughts or any last thoughts that you'd like to leave with the audience listening?
I'm just really grateful that you're here for me in between this horrible demonic website. You're just, it's like horrible, horrible, and then you're just like this really bright pocket of good in between. That gives me like a little break to talk about stuff.
Cool, cool. Thank
That's
you.
what I think.
Appreciate that. There are a lot of pockets of light out there, right? There are a lot. There are a lot. So for this channel, I usually post a name, a code name if you wish, and the state that the person is from. So what name and state should I put?
I'll just type it in.
Okay. Make sure not to put your last name, okay? Great. Oh, Colorado. Oh, I'm so
No one
jealous.
drawing Wicca.
Oh, that's right. We didn't really talk about Wicca much. Do you want to? Could I don't know. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts of Wicca.
I'm really, really new to Wicca, so I don't know much.
Oh, I see. Cool. I'm excited to. I'm gonna Wikipedia it and check it out a little more.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, nice. All right, Veronica. Well, I'm gonna post the video to my channel, which is building underscore bridges.
Okay.
So make sure to subscribe, and you can see your video. You can see your video pop up and check it out. Okay.
Okay, definitely. Thanks for
Alright.
talking.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for stopping and listening.